Hi guys, good evening. I'm just sharing the link, so give me one moment. Okay. Let me set up the chat. My other. Hi Vasudha, hi Shri, hi Ganesh, good evening, hi Saurabh, hi Raghu, hi Nilesh, hi Srini, hi Bobcat. Good evening. So guys, finally market did move a little, like the tech was really solid today. And during the end of the day, it finally started to give up. Hi Raj, hi Gurvinder, good evening. And possibly I think we coming to like, if you want to call this is like one of the tightest range I've seen in like many years. It's like we are in a tightest week, tightest month, tightest 2 month period, tightest day, very tight range. Hi Socrates, hi Ganesh. Ganesh, I told you to go long on HD and it worked out. So we'll check. Again, my focus is not to go on many stocks today. So let's see what we get in the scan and try to focus on the bigger names because they are the only ones which are working. No positive. I would also like write down a script to find out scanners based on high Kenichi. Inside days, there must be multiple inside days today. In between, let's see on daily high Kenichi, anything which is flat to positive. So we have 9 green days back to back on MDB, DDoc 9 days, Zscaler 8 days, Google 6 days, FSLR 5, Baba 4, AVGO 3. All these have good green ranges. So we need to see whether we have anything positive from there or not. I shared this script with you all. Now 1234 is up for them, and now I just want to see anything which is solid can continue. Anything which is negative will break down pretty quickly. So like Netflix is down, 1234 is down. It gives me a very clear picture. ES had the first red day, 1234 is down, and in the half hour, last half an hour, it's like showing negative HA. Where is my scan? So nothing. Oh, why it's not coming out? There's nothing here. That's weird. No matching symbols, which is fine. 12 crossing 34 in the last half an hour. None. Include extended hours. Bitcoin. 34 crossing 12. SPY, QCOM, SPX. So like in the last half hour, the 34 took over the 12. So I'll just keep that in mind. I just want to check on inside day. Yes, now it's coming. Hi Manu, hi Misi, hi Manish, hi Gangjong. I don't know what that name is. So Meta is inside day. Meta, Team, Square, Crowd, D-Dog. See, Crowd, D-Dog, Zscaler, they have seen a good run. And usually 9 back-to-back Haikinishi, I think it's a little stretch. So they may cool off. It's time they may cool off. So let's keep an eye on that. So just keep the scan. So Meta is inside day. Meta inside day. In case. All right, there's nothing special inside this. 1234 was SPY, so this broke down, and high Kenichi candles. All right, guys, just want to give you one more time. The idea about this. This is my 1234. So whenever the 12 crosses 34, you will see the red color. No, you will see the green color. When you will see the blue color, it means 34 has crossed the 12, meaning the direction is down. These are Haikinishi candle based on time frames. That if the Haikinishi candle is 15-minute, does it have a flat base or a flat top? Flat base will be blue, flat top will be red. And if they are in sequence, like if they are 2, then you will see 2. If they are 1, you will see 1. So right now, beyond is one which has 6 back-to-back Haikinishi candles. PayPal, so we could see a bounce on PayPal. Airbnb, we could see a bounce on Airbnb because 5 is, I think, a really good area, 5 to 7, where we should see a reversal. And in case of positive, you will see the 9s are there, and 6 and 9s between Google, Zscaler, DDog, and MDB. So I think there is time where it should cool off. And market, let's go to the market now. Let's start with ES. The ES, after a very tight range, is still in the tight range. It's not breaking down. You see, but one thing which has uh like done its move, that we are coming, like we are making lower lows, lower highs. We are still making the lows in the same range, but the highs are getting lower and lower and lower, which means we are getting more coiled. So we have 519, which is the expiry. So should we expect some move here? I think so. We should expect some volatility to come back. DMI is like 10. The momentum in ES is nothing. There's nothing which is rock solid, neither the positive side nor the negative side. We are so tightly like in a range. Last time, if I go back, right, this is the number where I've seen the range. That was in January, and then we had a massive move up from January into the strength, and that was a positive strength. Right now, you see the red line, which is the negative momentum or the selling momentum, the green line, which is the buying momentum. They are dying. The strength in them is also dying. And as a result, the market is in a very tight range over a period of last two months at least, last 50, 60 days. And if you go back in the history, like go back to the October of 19, only 2 instances where the DMI on the daily candle is really low like this. Okay. And when it is like really low, this means that yes, something is about to happen. Something is about to change here. So this is the only instance, and then there. Otherwise, in the last 5 years, I do not see any time the strength line, the black line, has touched this area. The momentum is in between like 619 and somewhere about, no, not this one. The momentum is 16 and 17. The momentum is not clear either. Now, with all this in mind, right, and we are making so many inside ranges. So if I convert this into normal candle, you will see how many tight days we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I convert this into a 2-day candle, because one day is not giving me enough idea, let me convert this into 2-day candle. So let's see what 2-day candle is giving me. This is the 2-day candle. So it's a double inside 2-day. And this is the candle which I think opened and closed 515, 516. This is going to, no, I think I need to add the box here. Floating for now. Date 517. So this candle will close on 517. Let me just stop this. So this is 517 candle, which started today. We have 1, 2, 3. So we have 1, 2, 3. Triple inside 2 days. So something is about to happen. The moment we lose 4121, I think things can get really, really bad. Or 4122 in case of 1-day candle. The market is lagging negative or positive momentum. Market can only be pushed higher if we can break above 41. What is the pictures? In half an hour. So this is the breakdown. And I just want to highlight one thing. Tomorrow, be cautious of the fake breakout or fake breakdown. So today, you see right here, these are normal candles. At around 3, I went into the SPX puts of 4110 for tomorrow, and I had a very tight stop loss. I had 2 lots, and look at this. This was a complete evening star setup. So I entered right here with the doji, but then I exited with my stop loss hit. But then the next candle gave almost 17 points, and it came right to that length of the regression channel. And what it has done is it was a good sell-off, a good substantial sell-off with some volume. And that was the first sign that the market was ready. But after that, 4 o'clock, there was a message came from Republicans and from Democrats that yes, they will not allow the US to default. And then we saw some market move higher. And since then, it is going higher. But again, it has not crossed the 34 EMA, and it's holding around the 12 EMA. That's on the half-hour range. Okay, so tomorrow, if we break below 4122, 4120, I think 4122, and go down and then reclaim the 12 EMA, then it will be called as a fake breakdown. If we lose and we continue to hold for more than 10-15 minutes around 4120, so this is 4122, this is the 34 EMA. If we make a new low, let's say 41115, and we hold here for more than 15-30 minutes, okay, we may chop in this range, but we'll not able to cross above 4122. then the possibility of going down increasing substantially. And then the next stop comes right here, which is 40.95. So there's a possibly 20 points right there on ES. If we do a fake breakdown and we bounce, then try to enter above 4122 because you need to give some points. So 22 plus, let's say 10 points or 5 points because the market is in very tight range. I would take a 5-point window. So I will try a long around 4127. Again, I don't expect it to cross 4150 because that's the best market has done in this range. 4132 is the 12 EMA, so it will find resistance there. 4150, 4170. So market is getting tighter and tighter. Today may not be I thought today may be the day where it could actually break down or break out, but it didn't happen. Tomorrow, let's see if it starts to do that. Otherwise, Thursday or Friday could be there with good volatility. So ES is now buy. I'll just right there. Look for fake breakdown below 4122, 415. If I'm writing you exact logic which needs to be taken into account. 4125 reclaims, go long. Multi inside days. So let's, our stop loss is 4122. First resistance is 4132, which was acting as a support throughout the day. 4150 and 70. On the sell side, sell below 4115, 41122, target 4095, 4072. Now, selling can get aggressive if we sustain below 41224, 15, 30 minutes. Just keep this like point in mind. Selling will become higher and higher if we do manage to hold. I want to show you one thing, and let me open the Finviz heat map. This is important from last 1 month perspective in S&P. Okay. Come on, high. Look at the main movers, big greens. Microsoft 7%, Nvidia 8%, Google 12%, Meta 10%, Amazon 10%. On the contrary, everything else, like beside Eli Lilly, everything else is red. A majority of them. Tesla down 10%. Mostly it's red. So people who say no, the market is not up because of 5 stocks. Yes, it is up because of 5 stocks, especially because of the chip stocks, and that to AMD and AMAT, LRCX, which we talked last time. LRCX is up 10%, AMAT up 8%, Nvidia, AMD. Because of these 4 stocks, market is up. And if you add them, they cover almost half of the S&P 500 weightage. Now, when you have half of the weightage covering about recent gains of 10% each, then all the other stocks, look at Bank of America 10%, JPM 4%, WFC 10%, American Express 10%, UNH 5%, Home Depot 5%, Boeing 2%, John Deere 7%, Caterpillar 8%. All these companies are like sold, and the money went into these stocks. But there is a limit. There's a threshold. How much more you can push this company? How much more? So they need to cool off. They have seen some substantial gains. So I'm inclined towards like a little cool off in the tech compared to the current move. If that happens, as I said, D-Dog, Zscaler, MDD, which has run like super in the last few days, they are the big potential movers to cool off. So keep an eye on them. NQ, NQ hit my 550 target, which I've been saying, and NQ is relatively stronger. If you see, the NQ is 21. The strength is still 13 by 13 because I just showed you only 4 or 5 stocks are participating. Overall, the market breadth is not that strong. So when the market breadth is not strong, sometime it appears that yes, the index is strong, but if the opportunity comes, index will cool off really, really quickly. And that's why I'm saying when sell will come, the sell will happen aggressively because they have seen good money flowing into these. And all of the other stocks are already weaker. So in case there's a buying opportunity, if we have a cool off from these stocks, they will be lighter. And like just imagine yourself, if you're lighter, you can move freely. If you're heavier, then it's not easier to move. So right now, all these tech stocks are a little heavier. Let them cool off. Let market wait about this debt ceiling. And then if we get a trigger catalyst, we should move. All right. So NQ, the levels are good. We are riding a breakout, but we are also making an ascending wedge. We are moving into this direction. If you can connect the bodies, we are coming here 13,550. Now 13,550 is an area where we should cool off, and we are well away from the 12 EMA. Okay, so that's one thing. Second thing, in terms of Heikin Nishi, we are flat 2 days, not 3 days, just 2 days. Today and I think this candle for tomorrow, it's flat base. So if we are not able to breach 13,550 in the morning, I think it will make a lower low and this candle will lose the flat base. So that will be an indicator to you that yes, market wants to change its direction. If it crosses 13,550, that will be the only point where you should try long or fresh longs. Or you can wait for a dip where you can actually enter. But as I said, the market is heavy. So I would not recommend a dip on NQ this time. So buy above 13,550. Stop loss should be 13,490. Targets above 13,550. Let's look at the higher targets now. So last time we hit 750 and then we retraced. And this was in September, 13,750. So that should be a good area, 13,665 and 750. 13,665 and 13,740. So Heikin Nishi, you can validate. Now it's making an ascending wedge. Heavily moved in recent weeks. So these are actually negative comments. So if we break down, we could potentially break down quickly. On the short side, the moment we lose this area, I think we would hit this one and this line for sure. So the 12 EMA right now is 13,360. That is our first target, 13,365. And then the next target is 13,300. 13,300 is a good support. 13,365, 13,300. And because if we go down, we'll go down quickly, 13,160. And with all the big companies, like if Microsoft loses 1% or Apple loses 1%, this can be easily and quickly attained. Again, stop loss is 13,550. Sell below 490. That's on NQ. Triple Q. I think the similar structure to NQ is in triple Q. It's not able to cross the 78.2 Fibonacci. Again, respecting my Fibonacci level of 327. 1, 2, 3. 3 days we are not able to cross and close above it. So if we find resistance, same thing, we can test this one, and this one. So our stop loss is very clear, 327. Again, it's also making an ascending wedge. You can connect the bodies top and you can connect the lowers. So it's getting into a tight range. And if we lose this area tomorrow, like 326, that's the best time to short. Okay, it's exactly same structure in triple Q. Sell below 326, which is this area. Target 323.35. 323.35. 318 is right there. And 320. 320, 320.18 is a good area to go long. If you have to buy above 327, I would say 327 is the stop loss. 327.15. I would say buy above. I will only buy above today's high, like 329. Buy above 329. Similar to like NQ. I wanted to either come here, see 30.5. That's the first. 334.42. 33445. That's the level on indexes. AMD, no, Apple. Apple is struggling with 173.50 area. Very, like it's not able to like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's an inside day. 1, 2, 3. I would say double inside day on Apple in terms of price action. We may not see the volume, but we are seeing the price action. The trend is cooling off. The moment we lose this area, like 172-ish area, the possibility of testing this one, and the moment we lose this, we could actually go down. So I would do one thing here. It's a double inside day. So Apple, I'm still short. Evening star on daily. What happened? It's evening star didn't fruitify that much, but now it's double inside day. Double inside day. The same logic, ascending wedge. Sell near 172.5 if it comes, like even today it came into that range, 173. So if it comes to 172.5, 173, you can try. Go long only about 173.50. If you want to try Long, go long above 173.5 only. And let it sustain for 15-20 minutes. Otherwise, it will be a fake move. Target is 171, 167, reducing it to 60%. AMD, like in the last 2 days, AMD has rallied exactly like from testing of 12 EMA and moved all the way right here. So we talked about 93, 94. It tested this on Monday and then moved higher, about 97. It got a pushback from this trend line right there to the point. Now it's showing strength. The positive momentum is so solid in AMD. So I would wait for AMD if it cools off to buy. So AMD is now 100% positive, but I want it to cool off a little because the stop loss is 97.60, 97.60. Buy in dip around 99.50. And usually AMD has habit to cool off the next day because we have seen a very big move today on AMD. We like from 93 to 103, $10 move. That's not a normal move on AMD. So in this case, you can actually wait for it to cool off. 104 to 100 and I'll extend to the right now. So 102, 104, these are possible targets. 102.50, 104.75. Either you go long above 102 or you wait for 99.50. Like once we have a move like this, I would not touch AMD next day because it has done its job. Now it should consolidate. And most of the people, the problem is the moment you jump onto this, it will start to fade off. Amazon. Amazon today broke above 38.2. I would love to add again around 111, 12 area on Amazon. It almost came to 115 today. Now my stop loss is 111.75. So in 2 days, it had the good opportunity and it bounced. Now, if it holds 38.2%, reclaimed 38.2% Fibonacci, strong support, try long. So buy near 112. Tomorrow we have earnings. So if earnings are bad from retail, that will also impact Amazon, and we should be aware of that. 115.42, 115.5, and I think it's going to hit one. It wants to hit 119, 120. The ER-day move. 119, 120. I'll make this green. And if you see the stop losses, if they are breached, try to reverse the direction. So if, like, say, Amazon is going below 111.75, then it's time to sell it. Sell for the gap. Sell below 111.75 for the gap of 106.75. The sooner the gaps are filled, the better it is. Because then it will help them to sustain. If it comes to 111 and hold, That's another positive sign. AVGO is now 645, so it has done its job. MULRCX all have done its job. So I'm going to remove AVGO from my list because I already have AMD and Nvidia, and all these stick stocks have already moved. I'm bringing back Airbnb. Airbnb has 5 days of high Kenichi big reds, and it's not making newer lows at this time. So if I have to take a chance and we have like two dodges from all the way 130 to right here, that's about 20, roughly 20% down, $26. So I would like to take a chance here so that it can test the 12 EMA. So my stop loss is 105 on Airbnb, 105. I'm looking for 107.80, 107.80, which is my 50% Fibonacci, and then my 61.8, also the 12 EMA, 112.90. 60% here. I'm positive. Buy near 105, 6. If it comes in this range, I would say 105 is better. Keep very tight stop loss on Airbnb. Oversold. Costco, I would avoid for now. But Costco, again, like it depends on the numbers from retailers. It's boiling really, really hard. It comes back. So if it comes to 490, I would take a chance one more time. I think it's setting up for this move right at the earning. It's going to do a massive breakdown or a breakout. This will be clear most probably next week. But this symmetrical triangle is a very long, like 6 month long setup. So I think it's time for it to show breakout or a breakdown. And if I refine this line a little more, just connecting the tops right there. So it's like coming to a point where it should, and even for this, if I tweak it a little, yes. So it's coming right in this range. Testing this, close around this, tested this again. If we lose this tomorrow, 491 would be a potential area for a reclaim because it wants to come back into this triangle before the earnings. So keep an eye on Costco. DMI is extremely low on this. It's around 10-ish. Positive, negative momentum are not doing anything solid in terms of High-Nishi candles. I think this is the first red candle which is showing. So try to see if we have a sell. Sell below 490 should be a buy on Costco. Because I think before the earnings, or I don't think it will break down before the earnings. It's holding this line pretty nicely. So if it loses this support, I would have doubts on Costco for a breakout. It will be a massive breakdown. So I would try a stop of 497 Costco. I'm reducing it to neutral. 497. Again, it all depends on the earning. Sell below 494. Sell below 494. Wait. Sell below 494. Target 491. No. 491. That is this one. And I think this will 485. I would try a long at 485. So I'm doing a sell right here. ITSY, ETSY. ITSY is like trying its best. Like it almost came to 98 yesterday, and then like today it got downgraded again. So showing the same bear flag that yes, I'm just going to go down more. I would try to see if it can hold uh, lows of today. If you see right there, we have closing, the close, and the top. They were coinciding. So it was inside day, and then we broke out. If you're coming back to that inside day, I think that will be really, really bad. So this low is where we could actually see the momentum dying really hard, and we could hit 86, 87. So I would take a risk and short on ITSY because it failed. Sell below 91.35. Again, my stop loss will be very confined. 92.50, which is the closing price. I'm looking directly now at 89 and 86.9. Also, go long above 94. 94 is the 12 EMA. 12 EMA is 95.60, which is like far, far away. I'll still go for 90 first as stop loss. For 99. In case it sustains, that's the area. Because ITSY has a good solid support at 91. So if it loses 91, I think it can flow down pretty quickly. Google came into the dip 119, 124. It hit that area today. So now I don't know if it has more legs or not, because it has done some really, really massive moves. 119.35, it's right there. So 122 is the next target, and let me see if I have 5-year. Okay, I don't have any levels. Let me add some new levels. And keep an eye on the levels I'm using. This was COVID low, going to after COVID surge, coming back to this area. So let me just fine tune the numbers. The low here was 50.544, 50.44. High was 151.55, and low here was 86, 83.71, 83.71. Okay, so now I have levels which come up, and I'm gonna reduce the extensions. So you will see that when we are going up, 122 is a massive resistance for Google. Exactly right here. In the past, it got rejected. 119 is a good support. If we can break above 124, I think it can be really good. But if we have to cool off, I think this is an area for it to cool off. So 119.35, I'll just extend this to right. So I am neutral now, 119.35. I would buy near 119.35. Look for 122.5, 124, and sell below 119 for 112.65. The opportunity for selling is there in Google. As I said, if market reverses, we have good opportunity in Google. BA is, look at the range, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 candle back to back in the same tight range. It's an inside, I would say inside week, inside day, whatever you want to call this. It's multiple days, like 1, 2, 3. So it needs to break out. Stop loss is 199, 198. I think the ranges is pretty fine. It's multi inside day. Loss of 200. Sell for 190. That's point. Meta managed to hold that 232 area, and now it's bouncing along the lines. It's struggling to cross here, that resistance area, but it's holding that 12 EMA. So it shows that yes, it has strength. It is bullish candle, and it's taking the support. I would try a long position if I can cross 240 on Meta. And Meta is now like only if it crosses 240. So let me write that here. Go long above 240.25 for 245. That's Meta, and that's possible. If you want to sell right here. Stop loss is 240, 25. Sell near 239, 239, 234. I would say 235 and 234.75. The big sell will only come below this area. Now, possibility is 50% on Meta, because Meta is taking the support. Just avoiding the equation, I wrote it right here. Stop loss is 239. Microsoft, along with Meta, Microsoft, broke out of this consolidation. Again, rock solid, making a 52-week high today. It's a bull flag, 100%, but I really wanted to cool off. It comes or it breaks above this area. In between, trading Microsoft is really, really hard. So I would not short it, or if I have to short it, same thing. Go long with 310 stop loss, 310. Go long with 310 as stop loss for 315. That's possible for Microsoft. Again, I'm not sure what will happen. So 350, sell below 310. 37 and 302. See, eventually they will give up. The point is when. If we lose 4122 tomorrow, we need Apple and Microsoft to give up. Netflix, and just to give you a clarity, the debt talk will not happen until Sunday now. We went to 348, making a dodgy 334.91, tested the 12 EMA perfectly. If something has to be longed, this should be Netflix tomorrow, because it is making a perfect setup for a morning star. Perfect setup. So if you want to try long with 334. I would say buy in the dip if we can get to 332.65. Stop loss is 329.80. If something has to show some strength, that should be Netflix. It should fill the gap 335.50 and 335. So 335.50, 340.48. And you see, there's a pattern. Every day there's a single stock which is running. There could be possible Tesla and Netflix tomorrow. So keep an eye on them. Nvidia rallied today, and I posted about Nvidia before the market, and again it hit the same trend line right there, came near this area. So there's no gap. It's lingering on with the 12 EMA. I would try if it can hold 291. 291 should be a solid support on Nvidia. But the kind of sell-off it had, like from 299-ish all the way to 92, was not good. So 291.50 by near 292.93. 300 should be on the cards. Like next resistance is 299, 300. So I'll say 299, 300, 311. If you're aggressive seller, sell the stop loss of 291.5. $291. So Nvidia is positive for me. Now, again, if you want to sell, you can sell. Roblox came to 38, tested, bounced perfectly, setting up again for a good move. So 39 and stop loss should be 38.60. So buy in depth 38.60, everything is good for Roblox. Roblox is now positive. Yes. Last but not the least, Tesla. Tesla today lost the 12 EMA, but it's like dodgy, but with this bigger body, we have the legs. So if it can reclaim 167.50, possibly can test 172. If it is not able to hold 167, like right now it's showing 166, but overnight it showed strength. If it loses 167, you can sell. So stop loss is 167.50. Both sides. Buy over 168.50. Target 172.50. 177.65. 60%, 40%. And you can do one more thing. You can sell with this setup as well, because it's not able to cross this area at all, the 12 EMA, the 34 EMA. So W has already done its job, so I'm not including W. It is already 36, 37. All right, guys. Thank you very much. Marvel moment I gave when it was like 40. I gave that like last week, Marvel into the Telegram channel. See, the problem with Marvel right now is that it's making a dodgy right here at the top from the move. It may cool off. If it doesn't, let's make the levels. Either you cross 4250, that's a solid resistance of 38.2 Fibonacci, or let it come down to 40.5. That's touching out 4400 C hold, 44,000. What is 44,000? Sachin, can you, that Bank Nifty, you're talking about Bank Nifty. Bank Nifty, I have to like trade, open up and see the chart on Bank Nifty. So I'll do the Bank Nifty maybe tomorrow. Anybody has any other questions? I can share the Zoom link if anybody is interested. And again, I would say this market is really, really hard, not easy to trade at all. So if you want to take a break, this is the best time to take a break. Now, if market breaks out or breaks down after the consolidation of 1 month or so, there is not diamond setup. This is not diamond setup, PJ. Everybody on internet, on Twitter is talking about diamond setup, but this is not a diamond setup. I've shared the Zoom link. If anybody's interested, I will wait for 2 minutes. If anybody wants to join, then it's fine. Otherwise, good night from me. And thanks for joining in tonight. I know it's hard for everybody. So tomorrow I have a Twitter space with some of the experts in this industry at 7 p.m. ET. If you want to understand the trading mindset, what should we do in an environment like this? How should we switch the mindset from going long to short? We will discuss all of that. And if you have any questions you want to discuss, please send me so that I can discuss those points tomorrow. All right, if nobody is here, thank you for joining in. I'll be looking forward to see you on space tomorrow evening, and hope we can learn from that space. Thank you for joining tonight. Have a good night.